What up, though? What's up, everybody? Make sure we good. What's up, Hyman? What's going on? The great one. We got Bonzilla in the building. Shift God, what's good? What's good with you? If you guys drink Celsius, they got a new Celsius, man. Fizz-free, pink lemonade, man. It's good. It is good. We are in the building. We got Spencer Smothers, Braylon, Nathan. What's going on, y'all? Lions Live Wire. What's up, Win? What's good with you? Says still waiting on Zadarius. Man, oh man. Speaking of Zadarius, I saw a picture. There's a comedian called Schuler King, and he got a picture. I don't know where he got this picture from, of Zadarius looking at Cash Doll and somebody else. It looked like they had a club or something, and Zadarius got a look, man. I'm telling you what. And from what the internet says, they have taken their post down of the breakup. So I don't know. Social media is something else. Anyway, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly gentlemen, right? The Detroit Lions had joint practice today against the Miami Dolphins, day 2. And it was hype, man. I missed it. I'm mad because life be lifing. So I missed it again. These were the tickets I got for myself, and I am upset about that, but it is what it is. These were also my last tickets, but you know what? I am going to put all my resources toward the season now. We got Rail. What's good with you, man? Says, what up, what up? I know what picture you're talking about. Hey, Mike, that junk was crazy. Bruce in the building. What up, Bruce? Hey, Bruce, you didn't tell me how your thing is working, my man. You didn't tell me how it's working. Do you like it? Do you love it? Have you activated it? What's going on with you, man? All right, so where do we start? Where do we start, man? The Detroit Lions are the joint practices are going crazy. Ify Melifonwu is getting into it with Jameson Williams. The Detroit Lions are pretty much owning the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins had a better day today than they did yesterday, but overall, the Lions are getting the better of the Dolphins. And I brought this up in a video I just dropped. Make sure y'all check it out after you watch this. But that the last time we dominated in a joint practice was 2023. It was the Indianapolis Colts, and you know what happened later that year. So maybe this is it. I did want to talk about the defense a little bit. That's all we've been hearing about is the defense. And I want to ask you, do you think it's too early to crown the defense? I have been seeing on Twitter that the defense is top 10, top 5. Somebody said top 3. Top 3 in total defense. But just a side note as we come back to the Detroit Lions. What up, Cordell? Bruce says, I love it. It's activated, and I'm going to send you pictures. That's what's up. It's good to see, but let's settle down. Braylon says it's way too early, and I tend to agree with both of those comments. But before we do that, did y'all see Taylor Swift on New Heights yesterday? Had the whole internet going crazy. When I saw it, I don't know what the peak concurrent viewers was, but 1,300,000 people in the chat when Taylor Swift was on New Heights, man. New news. Crazy, man. I know the Swifties was going insane. Could you imagine if we had something like that? That would be crazy. Nah, I didn't pay attention to her. Well, I don't pay attention to her, but I'm a subscriber to the podcast, and it was in my feed, but that's crazy. Let me see. Jared Goff mentioned, I did see a clip of that. So according to Tim Twentyman and a lot of the beat writers coming out of Detroit, okay, the defense is all over the place. And we know that the offense, I don't think the offense is going to take that big of a step back. Because think about this. So we lost Benedict the Snake Johnson, and he getting everything he deserved over there. I did see Dan Campbell. I was like, you know what? It must be nice to be a coach, right? Because being a coach, think of it, you can't be a fan of the team. But fans, we salty. We feel in some type of way. You don't go to a division rival, and we should have every right to feel that way. They still talk. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't know if I could talk to him, Antoine Randall L. If you, look, Aaron Glenn, you can still come to the house. Benedict the Snake, bruh, hey, when I see you, that's all I'm going to say. Hey, it's on site. If I see you, it's on site, bro. I ain't talking to you. I still talk to your family, but I ain't saying a word to you, bro. And you better hope after you get fired that I talk to you then. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? What up, Matt? Says, can't wait to see Davenport lead the team in sacks, possibly the whole NFL. Hey, stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. And to go along with that, I gotta believe that that's sarcasm, bro. I gotta believe that. What's up, A? What's good with you? Swifty Colt. Derek, I hear Davenport has been playing like a beast. Bruh, Steve, do I think I owe him an apology? What? Are you crazy? No, bro. For what? For what? He did this last season. You can't be serious. Can we get a Lamar Wilson? That Lamar Wilson a hit, ain't it? Hold on. I had the mute button on. What's up, nephew? Lead the league. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all this too, man. If you're not familiar, Motor City Cats has joined the team, Syndicate Sports Detroit. He drops videos and goes live, I believe, on Friday. So he might be live tomorrow. And Spirit of Detroit podcast will be joining the team as well. He has access to the channel and he'll be making videos for us also. So still on the lookout for Tigers, Red Wings. You know, if anybody watches hockey, I mean, you in. I don't know how you can do it. Tigers, the whole thing, man. We still building the following. Here we go.
He's the funniest guy who gets the job done. Likes how to's renovate, so fun. Man, he's so crazy, better pick up the fun. Lamar Wilson.
That's an inside joke. Davenport's done this many times, but nobody's surprised or shocked. Yeah, I think he was being sarcastic. What's up, T? Rail says over under for sacks for Davenport. I'm going to say 5.5 if he stays healthy. You know what? Let's do this. Man, because we need some content for Syndicate Sports Detroit. So let me pull up this because you know what? Real, that is a great, I'm going to pin that comment because I want to have a conversation. And you know what? Let me do this. Let me start a poll. Okay. Okay, will Davenport, I should have had on my Davenport shirt. Will Davenport have over or under 8.5 sacks? Sacks in 2025. All right, so I'm gonna put over. What up, Dark? What's good with you, man? Over. Is anybody going to any games coming up? Well, Braylon, I know you going to the preseason game. Is anybody going to any of the regular season games? Okay, let me see. What up, Vince? What's good with you, man? Let me mute that real quick. No, not Impo. All right. Let me see. Can you pump your brakes? You can pump your brakes. We're not. We had the top 5 defense before the injuries last year. Okay, Vincent. A top 5 defense. There's only one stat that matters to me because it's only one stat that matters to the NFL. Yards allowed. That is it. I love how everyone creates their own statistic. Well, we were good against the run. We were top 5 and none of that matters. Top defense. If you are first in defensive rank, you are going to have the least amount of yards allowed. We gave a bunch of yards up through the air. Okay. In between the 20s, we tightened up in the red zone. We were top 5 against the run. I do not remember if we were ever top 5 overall last year. If we were, doesn't matter because this year is this year, right? So we'll see. We will see. But you can hit the gas. Just make sure you got some airbags, big dog. You got to react to the Lions fan season prediction that, bro, the caller, he had us 17-0. I saw that dude. I'm kind of mad that they don't. I think he'll plant somebody in Detroit. I'm hoping I can go to the Cincinnati game. Dark, I will be at that game. I will be going to Cincinnati. I'm going to Green Bay. I've decided to take the ferry. I'm going to take the ferry to Green Bay. It's going to save me 2 hours of driving and 300 miles and probably $40 in tolls or so. So I think I'm going to take the ferry to Green Bay and go there, come back. And then 2 weeks after that is Cincinnati. A week after that is Kansas City. Right now, the only game that I plan to fly to is California. Let me see. I love your thoughts. Would love your thoughts on the trick play done during practice today. Golf was lined up at wide receiver. Jeremiah, I did not know that. I did not see that. I wish I should have been there, but I wasn't. Life be lifing. I cannot wait to see that. So soon as I see it, I will definitely talk about it. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Exactly. Ravens didn't have no Davenport. What's the difference? I'm going to try to go to Cincinnati. I will be at Tampa game Monday night. Super pumped. No, right now, Dad, and okay, this is going to sound real kind of. All right, so let me tell you how I'm feeling. I was 2 days off from being a season ticket holder. The prices to me are too high. They are. Well, I mean, you know, and they're just too high. The resale prices are too high. Now, am I going to sell my tickets? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Right. And I guess I'm gonna be adding to the cost, right, of resale tickets being too high. But knowing that I was this close to being a season ticket holder, knowing that the prices are gonna go up, or they were the highest price tickets in the league, and the fact that I want to go to 8 of the 9 road games, I'm gonna put my money there. So as of right now, I don't plan to go to any home Detroit Lions games, not even the playoffs. I can't do it, because when you know the difference between wholesale, like what a season ticket holder pays and then what a regular person pays, it's kind of despicable. But I will say this, because I'm on the wait list, I do have like a special access to like single game tickets. So that could also change. But right now, my finances are going toward the road, because I want to got to go to Arrowhead. I've never been to Green Bay. I've never been to Baltimore. I've never been to Cincinnati. I've never been to Washington. Minnesota was awesome. So I want to go back to those places. Maybe I could try recruiting Trey while I'm there. I watched the game at home. Unfortunately, maybe a game like the Bengals, Packers, Bears, or Vikings go to Philly. That's another one too. I'm going to Philly as well. I bet tickets for California are expensive. Dark Saber, no, they're not. No, they're not. For SoFi to sit up in the nosebleeds. Now, listen, I've been to SoFi before. This channel did not exist. As a matter of fact, SoFi is the reason this channel exists. If I wouldn't have gone to SoFi, I don't know if I would have ever created Lions Syndicate. I created Lions Syndicate 2 days after I got home from watching the Rams and Lions in 2021. That game is the reason this channel is here. Like, that was when I was on the plane, I was like, I need to talk about this. And my original channel was not enough to do so. So I truly believe there will be a lot of sacks because of Davenport, Hutch, Aleem, Tyleek will be all over the QBs. I can see that. Don't be surprised to see the Steelers cut Highsmith. Apparently Sawyer is tearing it up. Alex Highsmith? Heck, no. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't appreciate the super chat, see? Ain't no way. Hey, Saber, if I don't make it out of Philly alive, okay, my wife is going to get a bunch of money, right? So we got life insurance policies. I got an accidental death. That's an accident. So she'll get money from that. And then when she sued the life out of Philadelphia, Lincoln Financial, then she can start a whole new life. So we're going to be good to go. I'm going to be good to go. Now, if we go to the Super Bowl, I'm planning to go to San Francisco for the bowl next year. I did have a gentleman, you guys know him, watcher of the channel. He actually told me already, he said, yo, we go. He think it's destiny, right? Because we lost the NFC Championship game in San Francisco. So he thinks it's kind of written in the stars that we go this year. And if we go, I will have tickets. That will be crazy. I will have a ticket. Do you think Manu is the offensive Broderick Martin? Ooh, or is it too early to tell? Jamal, I'm going to say it's too early to tell. Hey, David, bro, I was tired, man. My stomach was acting up. I bet it was. Oh, David, you had VIP? No, hey, did you really have a VIP ticket, bro? Stop the cap. Dave, man, no, you can't. You serious? Yo, no. I missed VIP. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Braylon with the dono says, I'm going to 2 home games, Chicago and Tampa. That's ain't no way, no. Oh, no. D, come on, bro. Oh. Hey, Dave, ain't it crazy, though? Hey, the drinks, the eateries, the shade, the fan, bro, you never want to not be a VIP. I'm so sick right now. Oh no. My feelings are hurt, man. I know. Listen, when I talk about the VIP section and I talk about how like everyone else is peasants, yo, so you can drink it's like not like alcohol, but they got like sparkling water, they got orange juice, they got coffee, they got water, like for free. You don't have to pay for anything. They got food. They had like breakfast. They had food, like fruit. It was crazy, man. 97 the ticket was in there. Dog. No. That's crazy, bro. Oh, hey, they probably would have wanted to slap me though, because I was a little nervous in VIP when I was in there. Hey, which chalet were you, Dave? Look at me, chalet. No, man, come on, dog. Come on, man. You know what? Maybe it's a good thing I wasn't there. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Man, I want to know, how do you get into the VIP? How do you get into the VIP, bro? That's crazy. Hey, Dave, let me ask you. Let me ask you. Let's Dave, by chance, did you turn in your badge? Did you turn in your badge? That's all I'm wondering. Yo, hey, my feelings are hurt, bro. Y'all don't understand. Hey, you got it? Hey, listen. I'm not saying I forgot to turn in my badge. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, what if hypothetically you just walk it and you don't turn it in? But you know, I'm not saying, you know, that's alleged. That's an alleged situation right there. That's crazy. Dave, what chalet were you? Listen, Dave can back me up. If you go and you sit in VIP, you will never want to sit anywhere else. They got couches. They got like it's crazy, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. The bleachers is straight. The bleachers is straight. But man, when I tell you that VIP, you will, when you walk past it, you gonna be mad. You gonna feel upset that you can't sit in there no more, bro. That's crazy. The Rams game in LA would be amazing too. Okay, Schiff, I'm actually going to that game. So that's what I was going to say. So Rams tickets to sit up top was under $200. They were under $200, man. But hey, listen, SoFi, if you look straight, it's almost like it feels like more than a 45-degree angle. It feels like a 65-degree angle. When you at the top, like it almost looks like, that's crazy. Oh, look, side note. Did y'all hear about the I know I'm all over the place, but it's been a minute. Did y'all hear about the power tower, the cable that snapped at Cedar Point? I'm like, dog, what is happening? So not only does the new ride stop like 5 or 6 times, but a cable snap, I was like, dog. And the same year, a Final Destination movie come out. I'm just saying, that's crazy. I'm like, yo, man, what is we talking about? Hendon, did Hooker play much against the Dolphins in practice? Does the first string play some the next 2 preseason games, you think? Okay, so LB, I can't answer that first question. I would assume that he did play a little bit, but, you know, take practice with a grain of salt with anybody. As far as the second part of that, does the first string? No. Dan Campbell last year didn't play like I think the year before that, 2023, I think the Lions played 1 series. The starters came out. It was like the first game. They played 1 series. They were gone. I don't think we'll see any starters at all like we did last year. T says, I'm going to go to most of the road games this year. Okay, T, which ones are you going to? By the way, is Darius Smith and Cash Dow back together? Do we still have a chance on him staying? So they did get back together. That's why you know what? I knew they were because I'm like, they instantly put stuff on social media. And I was like, watch they get back together. That's good to know. That's even more of him staying. I love Cedar Point. Was anyone hurt? No, Drew, as far as I know, they weren't hurt. One of the power towers cable. Okay, so it snapped. And when it snapped, the ride went into like safety protocol. Everybody was okay, but they had a safety, like a safety system in place to make sure everybody was okay. All right. Hooker got 13 reps. They sent him out to sign autographs. Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, I am starting to wonder if he makes the team. Derek, who do you think will be the team that challenges us the most in the division next year? I'm going to say the Packers. I'm going to say the Packers because the Bears, no. I'm not giving the Bears nothing. The Minnesota Vikings, they rolling with JJ. And I don't really see him carving it up as a rookie. And then you got the Green Bay Packers, and I know Jordan Love just had successful finger surgery or something like that. So I think the Packers are going to be the team that challenges us the most. All right, so here we go. Let's get this started. All right, let me pull out this so I can see where we at. All right, so somebody do some quick math real quick. All right, do this because I don't have my calculator open. If you remember how to do averages, I need you to take these numbers. All right. I can't type them out because it would take too long. I will add them up. All right, so let me see. Okay, we got 10.5. That's 12. Then we have 21. Oh, it's right there. It's literally right there. Bro. Okay. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. So I need somebody to average. So Marcus Davenport has 21 sacks in his career. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 24 sacks out of 7 seasons. What would be the average number of sacks that he should have this year? Somebody do the math, put it in the comment section. Let's do this. Let's do the segment. All right, so somebody in the comment section, they asked a great question. Detroit Lions Weekly. We go live every Thursday on Lions Syndicate, the actual true #1 fan channel on YouTube. Somebody put in the comment section, under or over sacks for Davenport in 2025. He said, I'm going to say 8.5 if he stays healthy. So the question that I put, and we got a poll up, I'll bring the results at the end of the video, says, will Davenport have over or under 8.5 sacks in 2025? Right now, we've got 43 votes. I'm not going to tell you what they are until the end of the segment. So for me, Davenport, let's bring in his career stats. All right. It's drafted before Lamar Jackson, which is crazy, which I'm going to continue to bring that up. Last year, had a half a sack in approximately 3.5 games, 1 tackle, right? Well, look at his stats. Has never played a full game in his career. Now, this is very encouraging, the fact that his best season came off a season in which he did not play the entire season. It looks like Marcus Davenport likes the number 13, likes the numbers 11. All right. For a guy that had 9 sacks in a year he played less than 15 games. He then had half a sack in a 15-game season. So if you ask me, this here is an anomaly. It's an anomaly. And let's not forget, there was a guy on this team as well. I don't remember when he went to the Cincinnati Bengals, but he goes by the name of Trey Hendrickson. Let's not forget that Trey Hendrickson, who is having a tough time with the Bengals right now, was not drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals. Somebody do some quick research real quick, if you don't mind. Quick. And let me know, did these two gentlemen play together? And when was Trey Hendrickson here when Marcus had his best season? Somebody let me know. I think they might have missed each other those 2 seasons, right? So why should we believe that this guy who has had 3 sacks in 3 seasons, had 1 anomaly season, has yet to play a full season in his career, have over 8.5, even have 8.5? What would the number be? What do you think that he would get? I'm going to say under. There's no doubt. If he's fortunate, 6. I don't think he goes anywhere close to 8.5. There's no way. So 3.5 sacks, average between 7 seasons, is what Davenport. So that's a better number. So we'll keep in mind what the number is. So we'll just we'll round that up because you can't get 0.4, right? So let's do 0.5. Let's round it up. So Marcus Davenport, best season, 11 games, nine sacks. His worst season, he is actually tied last year with half a season. No, his worst season was 2022, right before he went to the Minnesota Vikings, where he played 15 games and had half a sack. Okay? So, over and under for 8.5, I'm going to say under. Let's make that more presentable. Will Marcus Davenport get over or under 3.5 sacks in 2025? He's got 3 in 3 seasons total. I don't know. But again, you don't have to take my word for it. All of this falls on him. So I cannot buy in to Marcus Davenport. I cannot buy in to somebody who has not played a full season in his career, who had his best season 5 years ago, and who is coming off 3 sacks in 3 years. There's no way. Google says they played together. Okay, all right. So let's find out. Let's bring in Trey Hendrickson. Because what I want to know, D, is Marcus Davenport had his best year in 2021. I want to know who was his running mate. Okay, so that was 2021 was his best year, was Trey's first year with the Cincinnati Bengals. That might be why he got 9-9, because there was nobody else. Trey Hendrickson in 2021 had 14 sacks. So let's do this, because see, this is what grinds my gears. And this is why, and I know y'all don't really know me like this on this channel, but this is why I be calling cap. This is why I will not settle for mediocrity, okay? Look at this. This is Trey Hendrickson, drafted the year before Marcus Davenport in the 3rd round. Coming off in a abysmal defense. That defense got smoked last weekend. Without Trey, Sam Hubbard retired. He had 17.5 sacks. So he drafted a year before. Trey Hendrickson is coming off 2 consecutive full seasons, just like Zadarius Smith. Has 35 sacks in the same amount of time that Marcus Davenport has 3 whopping sacks. Remember this, 0.5, 2, and 0.5. Trey Hendrickson has a whopping 43 sacks. 43 sacks in the same amount of time that Marcus Davenport has 3. We cannot keep allowing to defend mediocrity. We cannot do it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Turns out that Marcus' best year was the year after Trey left. But when they did play together in 2020, Trey had 13.5. And let's find out, shall we? Let's go way back to Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport in 2020. Well. Would you look at this? Marcus Davenport, his last year playing with Trey Hendrickson, this right here. Come on, man. Stop the cap. But I'm saying, y'all mad at me? Don't be mad at me. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you believe in Marcus Davenport like I don't? Oh, yeah. We here, man. And we about to get comfortable. Oh, I forgot to do the over-under thing. Over-under. I doubt he gets 4 this season. What's up, Stacy B? What up? I'll be at every road game as usual. Hey, Dave, so I'm going as well, bro. So I was talking to the wife, and what I'm going to do, so mine is based on the weather. I can't do the rain. So I'm taking the ferry to Green Bay. I've decided I'm going to take I've never taken the ferry, and I told this story earlier. I've never taken the ferry. I want to cut, that'll cut 300 miles off my trip. It'll also save me 2 hours of driving each way, because the plan is to pull a U. The plan is to go and then come right back. if I was friends with Tom Grassi, I hit him up like, yo, Tom, you know what I'm saying? Let me crash. You got the new crib. Let me crash at the pad, bro. If I knew Tom Grassi, I would try and crash the pad real quick. I'm just saying. Tim 1021, what up, though? What's good, big dog? Let me see. Let me see. Yo, Derek, how come every other backup QB looks better than ours? You think we could snag Kenny Pickett or Tyler Huntley if they get cut? That's a good question, but here's what I want to know. Why is Bryce Perkins not got a shot? That's what I want to know. Right now, I mean, that's a legit question. That is a legit question. I always go and come back the same day from Green Bay. Hey, D, do you go around? What is that? Don't tell me. It's not Superior. Ontario. Do you go around there or do you take the ferry? I've never taken the ferry, so I want to. So what are the beat writers? The beat writers are like local reporters on the beat. So that's why. Yeah. All right. So somebody asked me a question about a backup quarterback. I'm taking the Hutch factor into account. I think the offense will be more focused on blocking Hutch side. And hey, look, Tyleek gonna be a dog as well. Reader is gonna be Reader. So I mean, possibly, man. I would love to see that. I would love to see it. I can't. That's like, your girlfriend telling you she gonna stop cheating and then she keep doing it. Let me see. So are we like Tim 20? Okay, so kind of, but more like Dave Burkett, John Macron, those guys. Like Justin Rogers, he used to be a beat writer, like those guys. But Danny Rogers she's like the team reporter. Tim 20man is also, she's like I don't know what she is exactly, but Tim is like the sideline. He's like the team dude. So yeah. Eric Woodyard, yep, him as well. Corey Woods, those guys. Yep. I saw Lee McNeil could come back sooner than expected. Yeah, I mean, if you're ready. Okay, so that's like Michigan. I don't know why I thought it was Ontario. You know what, Dave? I'm gonna take the ferry this time, bro. Cause I'm like, when I was driving back from Hall of Fame, it was straight. Like after we saw each other and I left, I was good. I got back in record time, but I was like, yo, the very next week, bro. No. So in a month, I'm driving to Cincinnati, I'm driving to Green Bay, and then the trip that almost killed me, which is Kansas City. So I might try to see if I can stay in an Airbnb if that hotel that's right across the street from Arrowhead is too much. It was an Airbnb that was like 3 miles away, though. It was a little while away. But if I'm driving my car, I'll be straight. I would be straight. I think the ferry is still like 3 to 4 hours. Stacey, 3 to 4? No, okay. It could be. So I Googled the time, and it's almost the exact same amount of time, but it cuts down 150 miles. So instead of going down and around and up, I go across. But it's the same amount of time. I just saved some miles. And while we on the ocean, the lake, I could be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Stretching. Because when you in that car, man, I don't know about y'all, but one of the cheeks start hurting. You know what I'm saying? That left cheek be hurting, bro. You know what I mean? So, and it don't matter. And then the knees, my knees was hurting for like 3 days after the trip. Flying to KC. Dang, bro. That's crazy. I'll be there. I'll be there next year. I will be there next year. Yeah, Stace. That left cheek was calling me. It was I had to get up and work it out. But yeah. So I'm excited, man. The season is here. The Hall of Fame game was phenomenal. Because have I been on since? No, I haven't. I wanted to go live last week. So it's been 2 weeks since the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame game was great. The weather was great. It was perfect. It was like blazing hot. And then this one day, just and out of nowhere, was like mid-70s. I had the nerve to need a sweater, but I didn't bring one. But that day in particular was fantastic. Got a balance on each cheek. I try to. Driving to KC, 13. Wait. Okay, Denzel says I was driving to KC. Is that 13 hours away or 3? Hey, so Saber, listen, here's what we're going to do. From now on at the games, we're going to meet somewhere an hour before the game. So it's going to be a gate, and I'll announce where it is. So it'll be like a gate. We'll meet at one gate at the stadium, and I'll stand there for 10, 15 minutes. And if anybody wants to come meet me, then we could do that. Man, 3 hours, I would kill for that. When you activate in your fantasy league, hoping I can get back in. Okay, so Stacy, I actually think I'm a fall back on the state on this year. Only because the NFL app sucked last year. I don't have a sleeper, the sleeper set up. I've been so busy doing other stuff. It's been a lot of stuff going on in the family. So I think I'm a skip fantasy this year. Unfortunately. And then next year we'll get into it. Bro, I hope y'all can get more out of Davenport than we did. And what did they get? Well, Marcus Davenport played 4 games, had a total of 7 total tackles, had 2 sacks. So he averaged a sack every other game, pretty much. That's how it was. Y'all got more than we did, bro. Y'all got more out of Davenport than we did. I'm just saying. And this last year in New Orleans was abysmal. He got half a sack in 15 games. He was dominant when he actually played. That's what we've been hearing, man. But we ain't seen that. Bro. We did not see that. So I don't know, man. I'm excited about the season. It's crazy. I'm mad I missed training camp today. I missed it, man. I missed it. But let's see if we can, if there was a couple things I wanted to bring in, excuse me, from Tim Twentyman, as he was talking about what happened at training camp. Let's see, bring this in. I'm driving to my couch. I don't know, man. Y'all missing a lot. But you know what? Somebody's got to go. Somebody has to go. If I don't go, then who goes? Well, it's too easy. They go and they bring you the experience. So. All right, nothing coming out. Derek, who do you believe more in Davenport? Oh, do I believe more in Davenport or Broderick Martin? Unfortunately, Davenport. Did he have good pressure or assist? Trying to see what value Brad sees in Davenport. Brad sees dollar signs. He sees dollar signs. That's it. He sees dollar signs. Brad is a dollar, the dollar general. There's no doubt about it. What's up, John? Derek, how do you feel about a lot of UFL players being signed? I like it. Yeah. David says road games are king. I'm telling you, man, if you guys can go to a road game, go. Don't be scared. Go, man. I love it. I would much rather go to a road game before Ford Field any day. That's just me. I like that. I like at Ford, it's all love and happiness. I want some hostility, bro. I love that. Walking around, especially if you go to the right place, because sometimes you be wanting to throw hands. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I like football players. They get their aggression out on the field. You kind of get your aggression out when you go to away games. But, you know, I'm just saying. Martin looked good those 3 plays. Didn't he, though, man? Martin came out and did his thing. I think Hendon will get cut regardless. Yes, I think so, too. You know what, Saber? It's something about it, bro. It's something about it. You're walking into enemy territory. You proudly are wearing the Honolulu blue. Everybody's talking junk. It's like a bunch. I don't know, man. It's just something about it. Kansas City, they was running their mouth because they was running their mouth, right? And when it was over, they didn't have nothing to say. And then you got the opposite. Check this out. So the way our season ended is the same way it started. We went into KC, we was underdogs, right? They had the tailgating was crazy. They had all this stuff going on. And then when it was over, silence. They ain't had nothing to say. And then you reverse that. The last game of that same season, during the halftime, 49ers fans was going crazy. They was going crazy, bruh. Then what happened? By the time it was over, they was doing all the talking. So it's kind of crazy how full circle that came. I hope your well boss went to Houston game last year and cried and cheered all at the same game. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Studio says, first of all, how you going to join the syndicate? You don't even make content. Ford Field is the only stadium in downtown area where the parking might be $100. Most stadium have lots. Yeah, unless you like me and you put on your Skechers and you start walking. I ain't paying $100 to park nowhere. It ain't happening. So I I walk my mile, get my steps in. Only thing about when you park far away, your body still be burning calories. You know what I'm saying? You get in the door, it be hot as ever, and you still hot. So you got to try not to sweat. But other than that, man, I'm paying $15. I'm parking. Look, they already got my credit card on file. I'm pulling in to one of the parking structures, man. Well into the season last year with 2 QBs, I take Huntley over Hooker any day. Yeah, Hooker time I think it's over. I've got something thrown at me 3 times. Stadiums, I love it. Hey, Dave, you know what, bro? Yeah, David keeps telling me to park it for free, man. I don't know, because I don't gamble, so I feel weird parking it. But it's been a lot of people telling me to park at MGM. Let me see. I could have swore, man, some pee or something was thrown on me in San Francisco. It was crazy. I was ready. I'm not ready, like, to fight, but I was ready to fight in San Francisco. I was ready to fight. It was stuff thrown on me. It was just the blatant disrespect. It was like if they were talking all game, it would have been straight. But the fact that they were talking pregame, and then when we came out, they didn't have nothing to say. If you're going to rep your team, rep your team. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the up, the down, you losing, you winning. Stay the same. But they was quiet. They had nothing to say. Then they had all the stuff to say. They bumping me. They throwing stuff on me. I was ready to fight that day. And I'm never ready to fight. That day, I was ready to fight. So that's where we at. All right, let me see how long we've been on. How we feeling, though, that the season is upon us? So we'll be on as well on Saturday. We'll go on about 12:30. The game starts at 1, right? I don't know. That's like a weird, like, usually preseason games are never that early. Like, it's always like 7, 8, but I think we play at 1 o'clock. Hooker's done. He might get a chance, but his days are limited. They can't even trade him to get a 7th pick. Are any of you upset with the Hendon Hooker pick? I'm not. I'm not upset at all. He is the only quarterback that Brad has drafted. The only one. So I'm not upset at all. But we'll be live on that day. All right. So let's end the Marcus Davenport poll and see. We got 70 votes. If there's anybody that want to vote, go ahead. I'll give you a couple seconds to get your vote in if you haven't voted already. Do you think Reed will be an upgrade over Carlton Davis? Saber, I do. I do. Hooker is finito. What's up, Rob? What's going on, man? I think so. I think so. Hooker isn't ready for the NFL. Maybe the UFL will pick him up. Speaking of that, thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate that. Appreciate the membership as well. Let me bring this in. So you guys know that the Michigan Panthers are in danger of being relocated. Now, I did see on Twitter, James Larson, he's like a UFL, alternative football kind of reporter, and he kind of jumped the gun a little bit, wrote an article the other day that he might have misspoke about some things. Now, according to his article, the Houston Roughnecks, or it's either one of the teams, it's either Memphis or Houston. I think it's Memphis. One of them are done, like they're pretty much done. But it's 2 of those 4 teams, of the 3 remaining teams, that could possibly be saved. And the Michigan Panthers are one of them. We were the only UFL team out of all 8, all 8, to have increased attendance this year. Every other venue went down. We had 16,000 people the last game of the season when there was nothing to play for. Jake Bates was in attendance, and they were giving away bobbleheads. But we still had 16,000 people. That is a quarter of Ford Field, of the capacity of Ford Field. I don't know if they'll play at Ford Field, but they are still in play. And with each signature we get, we can help show them that we want our football team to stay in business. And we just so happen to have 313 views right now during this moment. So that is a sign to support the Michigan Panthers. Scan the QR code and sign the petition. My throat is sore. He keeps signing CBs, and O-lineman makes me think he doesn't care about Z or Judon. I don't think he does. I'm excited to see Hassanin. He played pretty good. He's pretty good. I'm not upset with the Hooker pick. He showed promise. That prior season just didn't work out. Yeah, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all. Are you buying the hype about our defense, Robert? That is going to be this right here.
To the no.
No. I'm going to tell you why. Because we saw this before. We saw it before. Do I think it can be better? Yes. Do I think it will be better? Yes. Do I think it will be top 5? I don't know. I got to see. What's so wrong with saying, as a matter of fact, did I drop that segment? I don't think I did. So the Detroit Lions defense have been getting a lot of love coming out of camp. All the beat reporters are saying how much the defense has improved. Now we know we are going to get better by addition. The people we lost last year, we are getting back. If we're not getting them back, we are going to make lateral moves and replace them. In some cases, we have upgraded ever so slightly, like in the case of cornerback DJ Reed. But the question that I have is, should we be so quick to buy into the Detroit Lions defensive hype? We've seen this before. Now, they are taking care of the Miami Dolphins right now at joint practice. They're having their way. I think that the defense has promise. I'm going to tell you why. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery. And I think it was time for Aaron Glenn to move on. I'm glad he's gone. I really am. There are some things, his stubbornness, some things that, and I think he'll probably make for a better coach than a defensive coordinator. And I know there were some times that he was shutting people down. We didn't see it enough, though, over his 4-year tenure as defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. But he's gone now, and I want to see what Kelvin is able to do. So, but from a personnel standpoint, are we better? I'm going to say yes, but is it good enough to be a top 5? I don't know. Top 3? I don't know, right? Why not let them get in front, play some actual live NFL football, not preseason, where stats don't matter, right? There was a guy that kicked a 70-yard field goal, and guess what it is? A preseason record. So it goes into the books as a preseason record. He does not hold the regular season record. Nobody cares about preseason stats, but good for him. So what is happening to give you the perfect example, Marcus Davenport looks great in practice, right? Hasn't played a full season in 2 years. So we got to pump the brakes a little bit. Let this team get out there. We got a new DC, new players. Let them put some work on the field. But I think it can be better. Look at our back end. We've got Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, DJ Reed, new addition. We've got Terrion Arnold, who I do think will be better in year 2. So cornerback, secondary, better. Linebacker room. Jack Campbell entering year 3. He's probably going to take over next year for Alex Anzalone. Derek Barnes is back. So we got better, right? Front 4, Marcus Davenport, no comment. You've got Aleem McNeil out, but we drafted Tyleek. You've got DJ Reader, who did exactly what DJ Reader does. And then you have Aiden Hutchinson, who is a one-man wrecking crew. So if you look at better by addition, then yes, we got better. But for me personally, how much better did we get? I cannot make an assessment until I see them playing actual games against first teamers, right? I mean, that's just me. So what I love for us to be, because I believe, honestly, with the way that the offense is for the Detroit Lions, if we get a top 10 defense, we win a Super Bowl. Our offense was number 1 last year. We never dropped out of the bottom, like out of the top 5 ever last year, right? So now if we add, but we were never, that I remember, a top 10 in overall defense, right? Your defensive ranking is yards per game. You have a red zone, touchdowns, takeaways, but when it comes to defensive ranking, and when they rank your defense best to last, they are looking at yards per game. That's how they come up. And yards per game, the defense was lacking because we let a lot of air yards. We allowed a lot of air yards. We were great against the run, but not so good against the pass. We were great in the red zone. We were great on third down. Where we weren't great is in total defense, which is the stat that matters, right? So when it comes to defensive rank, is the defense better? Yes. Is it top 5? I don't know. I can't answer that. But if it's top 10, I think we win a Super Bowl. If we can have a top 5 offense and a top 10 defense, just think about this. Had we had a top 10 offense in 2023, defense, 2023, we win the Super Bowl. Had we had a top 10 defense in 2024, we win the Super Bowl. If we get a top 10 top 5 defense in 2025. And let us have the number 1 offense again. We're winning the Super Bowl. It only makes sense, right? So those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section below. I'm not going to lie, D. They look pretty good today. Come on, David. Come on, bro. You can't do it. You can't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know they look good, but we've heard this before. We've seen it before. Don't do it. Don't buy into it, man. I want to believe you. I want to support him. But do not buy into it, man. Year 2 jump for Arnold. Arnold, I don't know how he looks now, injury, or post. Before he got hurt, he looked good. He looked good out there. I expect him to take a massive jump. He had a really tough first year. He looked good out there, man. I think he was back out there today, but he looked good, man. I'm not buying. So that's what I think. I mean, Dan Campbell would say OTAs is pajamas. Now we playing in pads. I know they look probably better, but we got to see them, bro. Then can they keep it? I'll be able to make an assessment in October. Before that, I can't give you one. I cannot give it. Anyway, y'all, any questions before we end the show? Let's revisit this 4 games into the season. We should be clicking on both sides of the ball, and Dan will be coaching his coordinators. Yes, Derek, I agree with that. My throat is sore, man. Can't wait till we can turn this air off. But yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a better way to assess things. But yeah, so I'll be at the road games. I'm excited about that. Don't forget to scan the barcode. Let me see if there's anything else I need to catch you guys up on. Not really. I already told you that Spirit of Detroit is joining the team. Motor City Cats, he's already part of the team as well. So a way that you guys are going to know is Avery's segments will have his watermark as well as mine, or the Syndicate Sports Detroit, and Motor City will have his as well. That's how we'll do that. Anyway, guys, appreciate you. If you are going to the game, have fun. If you're not, or you're out of state, make sure you tune in to the live stream. I don't know if YouTube is hiding the streams. For 2 years, they would hide your own streams from your own subscribers. Like, they would not recommend them. They wouldn't do anything. But we had a pretty decent day. I don't know what'll happen during the regular season, but I'll be here for week 2, and that'll probably be it for the month of September. So, but anyway, everything else should go as planned. If I'm home or if I'm not traveling, I will give you your post-game show, your streaming, the whole 9. You think Benedict Johnson will try a trick play a few times? You know what, Stacy? I don't know. I don't know. That'll be something because, and you know what? I will say this. I do like the fact that the Detroit Lions are like their staff is super annoying. They're super annoying. Like, you would think that training camp is prison, that you are on the prison yard. Like, it's really, in some cases, it's not enjoyable because they accuse you of having your phone and filming, and you're not. But then I saw, it was a lady when I went, she got her phone up like this, and they said a bunch of times, right? But I get it. I get how they have to be, but sometimes they accuse you and you're not even doing anything. So it makes it's uncomfortable, but I see why they do it because it's fans. It's all type of footage on the Bears, right? It's all, you be seeing these other training camps and this is fan footage. If it's from the team, that's what they want you to see. But fans, being able to tape. So I understand why the Lions do it. I respect them. I just wish that if they came at you, that they had proof that they be all on you, bro. Like, and you don't even be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even be on your phone and they accuse you for being on your phone. They would yell at you for even looking at your phone. Yeah, they did last year. All right, Ozzy says, listen, after week 11 last season, the Lions were second overall in defense, only behind the Chargers, giving up 17 points a game. Okay. All right, I hear you, bro. I mean, and what did that mean, bro? What did that mean? Where did they end the season? Key, where did the Lions defense rank to end the season? What else do I see we need? A reliable edge rusher. That's all I think we need. I think we got the best. We probably have the best secondary in the NFL. If Terrion takes even the slightest jump, I think we got the best secondary in the NFL. We had 0 sacks in the postseason. Absolutely. Are you going to wear the clown suit thing this year? No, that was only for James Houston. I have not really thought of anything. If I do, it'll revolve around Davenport or Broderick Martin. So I don't think Broderick makes the team, but so it'll probably have to be around Davenport, but I haven't thought about it. Aiden was going to make me wear that thing by himself. How many playoff games you going to if we make the playoffs? B? I don't know. I might do the playoffs from the crib. It depends. And yes, we need another edge rusher. But look how many players we lost in that point, in the point you're making. Of course, we're going to drop when you're losing 90% of the starters on defense. Okay, so we lost 90% of the starters. Okay, so you're talking about like the end of the season. So let's go through the list. So we lost. Kirby Joseph was still playing. Brian Branch was still playing because we're just talking about defense, right? So this is off the top of the head. So the defensive line, week 18, we were down Davenport, Aleem McNeil, Hutch, right? So if 90% would mean that I'll give you 9 people. 9 people were so that's a false statement. That's a false statement, right? Because you meant defense. And I'm not trying to get with you, bro, but that means that we were down 9 players, starters on defense. And that's already wrong. That's already a false statement. Unless I just D. Okay. Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil. In the second level, we were down who? Derek Barnes. Was there anybody else? So that's 3. And then, so there's 11 players on starters. 11 starters. 11 players as starters. So 2 on the D-line. Was it 1? Was it 1 in the middle? Nope, Rodriguez is not a starter. He was not a starter. Keys Point was starters. All right, so out of the 4 on the D-line, I wish I had a pen. Out of the 4 on the D-line, we were down 2. The 3 in the middle, we were down 1. And who were we down in the second? Carlton Davis? Carlton Davis. It was our depth that was affected. That's where we were hurting at. I mean, the starters we were hurting too, but we weren't hurting. My calculations was 4. Yeah, that's why I said defense, when you add up those randos off the street, the Lions sign, of course, they don't have a good chemistry with the starters. Okay. All right, Carlton Davis and Amik. Okay, so I thought Amik was not a starter. That's what I thought, because I thought Kirby, Branch, he wasn't part of the 11. At least I didn't think. He could have been. Nope, Iffy was not a starter. Now, as far as like depletion period, yes, our team was hit. Yeah, we just as a total, we had like 20-something people on the IR. So yes. Yeah. Okay, week 18 he was. You know what though? He was because he was because Carlton Davis had went out in Buffalo. Right? Carlton broke his jaw in Buffalo, which was mid-December. And I think Amik was filling in because remember he was on Carlton Davis. I mean, he was on Justin Jefferson week 18. So, okay. All right, we'll throw that in there. Zadarius and Cash Dow back together. Yes. You know what, bro? They told us that a while ago. So, I don't know, y'all. Listen, the defense was hurt. There's no doubt about it. Starters, we lost about 4, we'll say 5 of the starters. That's kind of a big deal. But the depth is where we were more impacted. But either way it go, last year is last year. Now we back. Aiden looks in rare form like he never got hurt. And I think he going to ball out. I think Brad is making a mistake not paying him. I think Brad is going to regret not, unless he wants to make him the highest non-quarterback in the National Football League. I think it's going to be a mistake cap-wise not to pay Aiden. If Aiden leads the league, if Aiden wins any award this year, if he wins Comeback Player of the Year, that means he had a phenomenal season. But if he wins like Defensive Player of the Year, which he was on pace to winning, or Sack Leader of the Year, which he was on pace to winning, Brad is going to regret it. He's going to regret it. We'll see. Hutch about to get comeback player of the year. Hey, Stacy, let's make it a trifecta. Let's give him the triple crown. Let's give him comeback, defensive, and sack leader, which is isn't that a new, I think that's been around for a while, right? Watch him win all three. Grant Stewart Rodriguez, the answer for, I love Grant. You didn't hear Chris Collingsworth. Wouldn't shut up about talking about the first 10 minutes of the playoff game. He kept talking about the Lions injuries. Man, I cannot stand the sign. I was so glad that I was in and that I missed all of his games. It only get more expensive to pay Hutch from here on out. Yep. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Enjoy your Thursday. There's no football today, right? I don't know when the next games are, but enjoy. Be safe if you're on the road. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to scan the code, man. Let me put it on screen real quick. Take a moment, pause it, sign a petition.